Sticky! Hey guys, got a parcel for you. And I was very suspicious at first, because it came in a box for cat food. Well, I don't have any cats, but I do have a load of dinosaurs. So, let's add a new one to the collection, get ripped into this. Right, I can't use the raptor claw for this, just be delicate. Wow, that's a real good size. Here I present to you a Protoceratops, another ceratopsian. Protoceratops lived during the Campanian stage, 75 million years ago, of what's now Mongolia, and fossils have been fairly common. It's about the size of a sheep, and it's been given the nickname the sheep of the Cretaceous. Protoceratops means first horn face, though it didn't have any horns, just the cheek horns and a nasal ridge. Previous depictions showed them as being bulky animals. We now know that not to be the case. It's more slender in build, but nonetheless that skull was proportionately large, about a quarter of the animal's total body mass. This model from collectA Deluxe, I like it. I like this brown coloration, kind of a sandy tinge, and it's got some dark padding there, as if it's like wallowed into, like, you know, dirt or something. And yeah, the coloration reflects the arid environment it lived in. And yeah, there's some bristles, the tail's not too fat. Limbs, they're nice and gracile. And that frill patterning, it's swirly. I mean, I would have put a bit more shading on there, but overall it's alright. This model's eye has a nice, very docile black look, sort of like a cattle. And it has an adjustable jaw. What is it with these gaps here and the lines? Kind of ruins it. Could have just left it open. It shows the teeth there. That frill Protoceratops, that was not solid bone, just two big fenestrate there. That's no protection, but would have been a display structure. It had it had no horns, like no means of defending itself. Although that beak, while used for browsing, could deliver a nasty bite, probably as a last resort. Eye rings of Protoceratops have been preserved, And when comparing them to modern day animals, particularly birds, some other reptiles, they found that they were similar to specimens that had patterns during like twilight. And it's been assumed that Protoceratops may have been active around these times similarly. There was another creature that inhabited the area at the same time, which also had good vision, and that was Velociraptor. Protoceratops has been renowned to be a known prey item for Velociraptor, and this has been confirmed in the fossil record by a remarkably preserved fossil which shows the two engaging in a death struggle. The Velociraptor was on the floor with one of its sickled claws buried into the flesh of the Protoceratops, while one of its arms was in the jaws of the Protoceratops. No doubt would have been snapped. It's not clear who would have won. That's because they were buried either by a sandstorm or a dune slide. The fossil right just shows them locked in that pose for all that time. It's one of the most intriguing feats of preservation and insights into behaviour of dinosaurs. I feature Protoceratops as a specimen in one of my works. I like the size of Protoceratops, because I like having small dinosaurs. I have a few of them scurrying around. Plus, I like ceratopsians. I like to show the variety and the stages of evolution. So yeah, Protoceratops is one of them names that sticks around well, spends quite well studied, and yeah. Oh, something curious I want to point out here. Protoceratops was believed to be the source of inspiration for the griffin. Now I know all kinds of cultures around the world have their own griffins, but in terms of cryptozoology, it goes like this. The beak of the Protoceratops, yes, very bird-like, and that body does resemble a feline. Now, some fossils of Protoceratops have been found without the frill because it is quite fragile. It's assumed that one of these frill parts broke off and fell somewhere near the back and was assumed to be like a wing, hence why some griffins are seen with wings on their back. Quite interesting. Unfortunately, these models aren't up to scale, but you are most welcome. Thanks again for watching and witnessing this collection grow. Yeah, I've got a few more underway. Can't wait for one particular order. And yeah, turns out there are actually more new releases coming for the summer. Can hardly wait for them, and yes, I will be pursuing them, don't you worry. Can't afford to be short of specimens now, can we? Alright, you lot take care.